A journey that goes beyond the glittering surface, beyond the temporary applause, beyond the fleeting rush of attention, into the realm of truth, depth, and legacy. We live in a world saturated with noise. Social media feeds scream for our attention. Headlines glorify the next big trend. Every day there is a new hype, a new miracle product, a new hero, a new promise. And yet, beneath the surface, many of these shiny promises fade. Hype is loud, but hype is temporary. Greatness, however, is quiet. It is forged not in the spotlight, but in the shadows of discipline, resilience, and relentless pursuit of truth. Hype may win the moment, but only depth wins eternity. Today, I challenge you to go beyond the hype. Hype is seductive. It tells us that we can have instant results, that success can be bought or hacked or achieved without sacrifice. But history teaches us otherwise. Every legend we revere, every hero whose story lights a fire within us, built their legacy not on hype, but on hard, unglamorous work. Think of Michael Jordan. Many see the championships, the iconic shots, the global fame. That is the hype. But the reality, Jordan missed over 9,000 shots in his career. He lost nearly 300 games. On 26 occasions, he was trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. And yet, he is the greatest not because of the hype of his victories, but because of the resilience of his failures. He said it himself, "I have failed over and over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed." Legends are not made in moments of hype. They are made in years of persistence. Hype fades. Discipline endures. Let's consider Bruce Lee, a man whose name has become synonymous with mastery. When asked about his martial prowess, he didn't talk about superhuman abilities or magical shortcuts. He said, "I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times." The hype is in flashy displays. The depth is in daily discipline. Beyond the applause of fans, beyond the cameras, Bruce Lee spent countless hours honing his craft, practicing, refining, repeating. His legend was not written in the ink of popularity, but in the sweat of practice. And that lesson belongs to you as well. Your dreams will not be realized by hype. They will be realized by the discipline you carry when no one is watching. Hype often confuses fame with greatness, but fame is not greatness. Fame is people knowing your name. Greatness is people being changed because you lived. Consider Mother Teresa. She did not seek hype. There were no flashing lights as she walked the alleys of Calcutta, holding the hands of the forgotten, feeding the hungry, and clothing the poor. She did not need hype because her impact was real. She said, "Not all of us can do great things, but we can do small things with great love." Her life teaches us, when you live for hype, you chase applause. When you live for impact, you create a legacy. In the world of innovation, hype often comes first. Bold claims, wild promises. The media goes wild. But the true innovators are those who endure beyond the hype. Thomas Edison failed over 1,000 times before perfecting the light bulb. Imagine the hype of his early experiments, the excitement, the headlines, and then failure, again and again. The hype disappeared, but Edison endured. When asked how he felt about failing so many times, he replied, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." The lesson? Innovation is not about hype, it is about persistence. The real breakthroughs are not built on headlines, but on endurance. Hype is about being seen. Purpose is about being true. Martin Luther King Jr. did not rise on hype. He rose on purpose. His words, "I have a dream," echo through history, not because they were fashionable at the time, but because they carried truth, courage, and conviction. Purpose is what allows you to withstand storms. Purpose is what carries you when hype fades. Without purpose, hype becomes hollow. With purpose, even silence becomes powerful. Let us look at the quiet strength of legends. Nelson Mandela spent 27 years in prison. No cameras, no hype, just silence, struggle, and hope. And yet, when he emerged, he carried a power no hype could manufacture. The power of forgiveness, unity, and vision. Nikola Tesla, a man often overshadowed in his lifetime, pursued inventions and ideas that were ahead of their time. He did not chase hype, he chased discovery. Today, his legacy powers the world. Serena Williams trained when no one was watching. The matches we celebrate are just the tip of the iceberg. The hours in training are the ocean beneath. Greatness is always deeper than hype. Now, I turn the mirror toward you. Where in your life are you chasing hype instead of building depth? Where are you seeking applause instead of purpose? Where are you tempted by shortcuts instead of embracing discipline? Beyond the hype lies the real path to your dreams. That path is not glamorous. It is paved with early mornings, late nights, sacrifices, and self-belief when the world doubts you. But it is the only path that leads to greatness. Today, I challenge you to rise beyond the hype. When others chase trends, pursue truth. When others seek shortcuts, commit to the long road. When others crave applause, focus on impact. Hype is temporary. Legacy is eternal. Your life is too precious to be wasted chasing the fleeting. You were born for something greater. You were born to leave a mark that endures when the lights go out and the noise fades away. Go beyond the hype. Build depth. Build character. Build impact. As we close, remember this. The world will always try to sell you hype, but the legends we honor, the true heroes of humanity, all lived beyond it. They chose persistence over popularity, purpose over applause, and impact over image. And so can you. Rise, work, endure, create, love, forgive, serve, inspire. Live not for hype, but for history. Live not for applause, but for legacy. Live not for yourself alone, but for the generations that will one day whisper your name with reverence. Because hype is noise, but your truth, your impact, your greatness, that is music. Eternal, unstoppable, legendary.